Hello everyone, BNSF 6951 here with a major update on my layout. As you can see, my layout is totally torn apart. And the reason for this is because 2 weeks ago I went to my buddy's house in California and we played trains. We played real trains, CTC control and all that stuff. So I decided that I was going to do a prototype. And so I tore up my stuff and I started laying some stuff out to see if everything was going to work as per my plans. And they do, except for a few changes that I made. For one, the refinery is not going to be there. It's going to be almost in the same spot that it was before. This plan calls for a TOFC and a COFC yard, which I have laid out right here. And also has a extra yard for storage. And off of that extra yard for storage, I'm going to bring it back to an industry. And then I'm going to follow the route as per the map and go through all the towns. This town, for instance, will be Glendale, Arizona. It'll go around, and when it comes out the back, it'll be in Peoria, Arizona. And at this point, the layout is already up about 4.5 to 5 inches because grade starts at 0 at the yard and continues up, and then there'll be a second level up here that'll continue around one more time, and then the third level will have the final destination of Ash Fork. I'll show you a picture of the diagram and a picture of the actual route. I'll be back in a few. So this is the route I decided to model. BNSF Peavine sub. It runs from Ashford, which comes off the main line of BNSF, and runs south to all these little towns until it gets to Phoenix. I chose this because I live in Phoenix and I am a BNSF fan. So I'll show you my layout plans and we'll go from there. Okay, now that you've seen the actual route, I will show you my interpretation of how that route's going to be. We're going to start down here at Phoenix. All the orange is on the lower deck. So we're going to come around to Phoenix, come out of Phoenix, and the first place we're going to hit is a place called Alhambra. Alhambra has 2 sidings and it is used for setting out cars. This also will have some industries coming off of it. I'm not quite sure yet what it's going to be. When it comes out of Alhambra, it's going to come around the curve, do this little S-turn here, and this town is going to be Glendale. Glendale is already at 1,100 feet in elevation. So I'm hoping to get a 2% because maximum elevation on this is going to be 13 inches. Okay, so now we leave in Glendale and we come out of Glendale and we go around the circle here and we're coming into Peoria. Peoria, we'll be climbing up the hill going up to I believe this town is going to be Castle Rock or something like that, and it's going to continue around still on the second level. And now at this point it's going to cross over a river and a small deck girder bridge. This is going to be a truss bridge. Come around here, and this is Wittenberg, and it's going to have a very long siding here, and it passes through there, goes through Skull Valley, which also has another long siding. It's going to come around this side of here, and it's going to have a small deck girder bridge here. Come around further, and the elevation at this point is already 12 inches. And it's going to come around here, and it's going to go across Little Hells Canyon, and then Big Hells Canyon. Big Hells Canyon is going to have the microengineering high viaduct bridge. And final destination is going to be Ash Fork. This elevation is going to be 13, and I don't know how many track I'm going to stick in there yet. Hope you liked it, and I'll keep you updated on the progress. There's also a small legend here of, if you want to look at it, it'll tell you basically what's going on. And as you can see, this is my bedroom. So where this square is where my bed is not going to be anymore. So I'm giving up my bedroom to do this layout. Hope you guys like it. If you have any comments, please leave them. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. I'm back again. There's a couple of things I forgot to mention in my previous video. First of all, if you notice, I don't have the yard ladder drawn in yet. And that's because I'm not quite sure if I want to do a standard ladder type or a split ladder, or I don't know. And also, in this area here, there's a whole bunch of fuel stuff. And then, after that, there's going to be engine service back here. So I had to make this table a foot wider to accommodate all the stuff that needs to go here. Second thing is, this layout is a point to point, and I'm not really too fond of point to point. I like to watch a train run around every once in a while. So because Phoenix has a interchange yard with UP, I decided that I was going to do a bridge across here and then run a track all the way around the very, very back end of the layout, around the back. And right now I have it scheduled to come in on the main line about here and then run it through the yard. But I'm not quite sure yet. I might even bring it all the way around and give it its own yard track so it can just continue around the entire loop. Then again, when it comes back around, it can come into the yard, drop off, take the engines out, which I'm going to put. This yard is supposed to be a stub end yard, but from pictures I've seen, it's got another ladder on this side, so I'm going to probably go ahead and model that ladder also. So train can come in and drop his cars off, and he can go back on any one of these other track. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, I forgot to mention, was that if you notice there's a dotted line that goes here, and the legend says that that's an alternate route at Peoria. I thought instead of bringing it all the way around this way, make another S-curve, I decided to just bring it around the back because it's got to have elevation here. It's going to be going up. So I want to have the least amount of resistance going up. So that's it for now, and I will get back to you guys when I make a little more progress. Thanks for watching. Comments are welcome. Talk to you later.